CDBG stands for Community Development Block Grant. In 2003, Douglas County reached the 200,000 population threshold, and that allowed Douglas County to become eligible to receive CDBG funds. Since 2004, we've been receiving approximately $800,000 a year. The organizations that can make applications are nonprofit organizations, jurisdictions that participate in the CDBG program for Douglas County, and also quasi-jurisdictional agencies, which would be like the Housing Partnership. In general, any of the applications that we receive have to be for the benefit of the low and moderate income qualified residents of Douglas County. Over the last 5 years, we have tended to use CDBG for affordable housing and for public services. So some of the examples of the types of projects that we've done over the last few years, we have used the funds to provide emergency assistance.
The Women's Crisis and Family Outreach Center's mission is to serve families who are experiencing domestic violence or who have family conflict.
So our goal is to make sure that we give a holistic approach to helping those victims become self-sufficient, become healthy, and move on to a violence-free life.
The mission of the Douglas Elbert Task Force is to endeavor to meet the emergency financial needs of people who are at risk of homelessness, to help them work through troublesome times with dignity.
We have also provided funds to the Castle Rock Senior Center so that they can increase the transportation that they provide to seniors.
Being able to buy a bus like this and our 15-passenger Freightliner bus for our activities is a big help. Just being able to get out in the community. It's important for the quality of life for seniors.
As far as affordable housing, we've done several projects that have brought in additional rental affordable housing. One of those is the Oakwood Senior Apartments, where we were able to save 64 units of senior housing.
Oakwood Housing is an opportunity for seniors who live in Douglas County to have a place to live that they can afford to be independent and live on their own.
In addition to that, we've also provided for home ownership opportunities through the Douglas County Housing Partnership with the projects that they work on.
We heard about the down payment program through a friend, and we were living in an apartment in Douglas County and thinking about looking for houses anyway. Our savings was such that we didn't have enough to really put a down payment down on a house in the first place. And so we looked into it and followed up and went to the meeting, and it was exactly what we were looking for.
The Douglas County Housing Partnership was really created to bridge the gap between low incomes, low wages in the county versus the rising costs of housing. The Housing Partnership provides a free monthly education class.
But it basically taught us how to buy a house and what to look for and, you know, all the legal things before we even got involved in it. The program itself is kind of a teaching tool for buying a house. We have family in Douglas County, and we lived here before when we lived in our apartment, and we just loved it. We loved the area. We loved the school system. It was just, we loved being in South Denver, so it's just a perfect fit for our family.
The CDBG funding really helps us to get the money out to the residents of Douglas County so that they can be a more integrated part of the community. It allows them to purchase their home and have the American dream of home ownership.
The fact that we have so much collaboration and partnership is amazing, and I think that this program has allowed that to really flourish.
We're really fortunate in Douglas County in particular to work in a community where everybody works well together. We're working together for the benefit of the people that we serve, and we want them to have good, healthy lives living in this good and healthy community.
CDBG funding supports a strong community in a variety of ways. I think first, it's been a very thoughtful process that the county has engaged in trying to learn not only from those folks that are receiving CDBG funds, like our program and other programs, but also from the consumers of that money. And talking to those folks that are being served by the various programs and learning what it is they need. And then allowing the different agencies and programs to focus on that and work better together and communicate more effectively with each other so that there's not an overlap of services or gaps in services.
Because we play so well together, we're able to do lots of things for people who are in need. Services that we offer at the Douglas Elbert Task Force are food bank. That's our largest area of service. Last year we gave out over $400,000 in both food and hygiene supplies. Recently, we've received some CDBG funding for utilities. Utility assistance is a huge piece of what we do. That's the second largest area of service. We provide clothing and household goods from our thrift store. We gave away about $77,000 worth of merchandise from the thrift last year. CDBG funding helped us purchase the Big Red pickup truck, Big Red. So we have this pickup truck that we're able to use to pick up our regular donations. We tell people, you know, if you've got a problem, we'd like you to ask us if we can help. And if we can't, then we can probably refer you to someone who can.
We found that housing and public services continue to be a high priority need for us. So we'll certainly be continuing to focus our efforts on those areas. But also, I expect that we will start to focus more on economic development and really helping sustain the jobs that we have in the community, and also, you know, possibly bringing in some more jobs for those that are income qualified.
The future goals is to build a new shelter facility. It's 28 beds, and we will be able to serve between 300 and 400 victims of domestic violence and their children, compared to about the 150 that we're currently able to serve now. So we're very excited. This is a big thing for us.
If CDBG funding had not been delivered to us, we would have had people on the street, would have added to our homeless situation. The people would have been needing assistance from other social services agencies within the county.
You know, we can provide that assistance that often families need, you know, because maybe they're in jeopardy of losing their home or being evicted, or they're in jeopardy of their heat being turned off. So these funds can come in at a really critical time for them and allow some stability for them so that they can focus on other things, and I think that's one of the key ways that we can improve quality of life.
People step up and they help. So it's great. You know, we have a very strong community here.